Alright, here I am guys, back at level 42. I have a pretty awesome setup here, I think, this time around. I've got this guy here I can teleport from and it'll generate me a shield. I've got teleporting doesn't take a turn. Then these three guys right here are super powerful. So I've got extra range, I've got kill adjacent enemies, repairs me when it kills an enemy, and then I've got the next one over here will strip adjacent enemies of their armor, that sort of thing. So let's see how well I kind of do. So what I'm going to do is I can teleport here and it's going to knock back this guy. So I'm going to teleport over here and then I can just kill him like that. An upgrade guy, very cool. I should upgrade. I've been trying to get these guys because there's lots of exploding bugs and they kind of wreck things. So I was kind of hoping to get down there. It'd be nice to bring him down and then be able to upgrade one of these guys. So let's head that direction-ish, and that should do that. Upgrade that guy. Neutralize explosive enemies, which seems to be the biggest problem I have right now. So a bunch of pushers. Pusher, one shooter there that is also explosive, so that's no good. And pusher bug and explosive. So if I get back to this little square here, that generally does a pretty awesome job because I can not only kill the adjacent guys, I can go an extra range. The only issue I have to be careful of is that I don't want to accidentally blow up these guys. So this will also kill enemies to the sides of my target. So this will actually kill this guy and explode him. The pushers are not super worrisome, but what I ideally want to do is be able to get to a teleporter and then I can get around at least a little bit better. So I'm going to take 1 damage. If I bump this guy off, he's going to move me down here. Then can I get anywhere that is useful? Really, I think the only one I'm concerned about is the shooter. So I'll take 1 damage. And maybe I can squish over to the shooter. Let's try this out. I didn't take damage from the shooter. So I'm really interested in seeing what happened there in the playback. Because I thought I should have got shot. And it doesn't look like... Oh, I guess... No, I'm not sure why. Thought maybe that was a shield generator, but it's not. I could also move here. This will bump back these guys. But... doesn't help me too much because these guys are just going to explode on me. This will knock back the adjacents. I could move here, bump that guy back. I don't mind taking 1 damage from that guy. I think I can get to my free teleport pad easily enough. So the square that removed the explosive power there is great. And this one doesn't take a turn to teleport, so I can just go somewhere, kill off this guy. So this will knock back adjacent enemies, which is fine, and then I can shoot that guy at range. An extra range, which is awesome. Upgraded that, which is cool. I just got to get this guy somehow into a place where he can remove his stuff. So I actually think if I just keep him coming this way, should work. And awesome. This one also kills the enemies. So once you get some serious upgrades going, it's super great. So now I can either do the shield, kills the enemies, or moving kills the enemies, armor stripped of the armor. Lots of different options. Having the extra shield right there is pretty handy, but also trying to get that little barrier around of removing their armor or explosive power is usually really good. Yeah, this is where I can't decide anymore what to do. So I've got a pretty good circle, but having that I think is the best. Okay, pusher, 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 explosive. So pusher, bug, 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 and push. So nobody that's going to shoot at a long distance, which is great. Oh, but if I kill that guy, oh, I can't reach him. Huh. So I just want to be really careful about not exploding those guys, because if they explode... But I've got a nice teleport. There we go. Got rid of all those things. That's one thing I absolutely hate, is when you have some explosion stuff happening. So now what's going to happen here, I wonder? So push, 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 push. So I'm going to kill these two guys, which means I'll probably... Not sure which way I'll get pushed. I don't know the priority. That'd be one useful thing to find out, is the priority of each of these bugs, right? There's 2 wing bugs, the priority of bug. So let's see which way direction I go. I'm going to kill these 2 guys, because this is the only guy really that's threatening me at the moment, I think. Once I get to the blades, I can just basically kill people around. So I ended up going this way. So if I move here, I'm just going to end up knocking one of these guys off. I really don't want to do that, because I think I can make some really good upgrades if I can keep these guys around. Ideally, I don't want to get pushed back that way, and you're not on, you're on a hammer. So the acid upgrade is probably the better upgrade to go. From here I can teleport. Maybe I should teleport to somewhere else where I can upgrade one of these other guys, which would be pretty useful to have, maybe. Which one would be better to upgrade, I wonder. So this guy will probably fly beside me either direction, probably doesn't matter too much. So let's go this way. Oh, he's going to go for that guy. So let's see. I've got knockback adjacents, which is pretty handy. I'm basically surrounded by acid. So I don't think adding an acid is going to help me at all. So let's bump back adjacents. Now here, stripped or killed in the process. This is super handy, but this also strips adjacent enemies, which has been really, really handy to have. Now I've got that shooter again. He's a shooter explosive. Pusher, pusher, wing shooter, great. Shooter explosive, and 2 more pushers, right? So 2 shooters. This is the worst case scenario, because actually this guy will neutralize the explosive, so I could kill this guy right off the bat. So let's do that. Except this will kill the adjacents. Look at all these explosive guys. Like, everybody's an explosive. This is disastrous. I was hoping... So if I kill this guy, he's going to blow up these 2 guys. So what's on the square? I've got a hammer there and a set of blades. I'm gonna take a shot. But would that force that guy to come up there? Not necessarily, I guess. Boy. If I can get these guys to come up, they could potentially... I'm just not sure if I can avoid. The rest are just pushers, eh? Pusher, pusher, pusher. Pusher. So no real threats other than these 2 guys. Alright, I'm going to risk leaving him alive for a bit. And hope that I can get them to land on some stuff to get rid of some of these things, which is what they're doing now. So that's really what I'm concerned about. I just want them to lose their... Look, awesome. Okay, so we only have to worry about 1 now. Now, if I land here, just push that guy right off, which... but I will get shot twice, won't I? So if I teleport here, these guys are going to shoot me for 2. And I have no way back. The other option I could do is teleport over this way. These guys, this guy's not winged, this guy is. So this guy will line up with me to shoot me, but this guy will be a turn away. I want to get to my free teleport, which gives me a nice free move, which I like. So this one, teleporting doesn't take a turn, so I'm going to go over here. Then I can shoot some of these guys off, little bit by little bit. Excellent. Look at that. That guy can't shoot me. These guys are just going to bump me over, so I'm going to kill that guy, who is the biggest pain. This guy is not doing anything. Now, this little shooter guy, what am I going to do with you? So I guess really what I want to do is just get to some sort of teleportation thing so I can get him where I want him to do some upgrades. So here's another thing. I assume if I go over to the arrow, he's going to jump over to this particular marker. So I don't think I'd be able to kill him there. Let's go to our free teleport again. Nice thing about this is I can get somewhere and then I can do this and upgrade it a little bit at a time. So let's go over here. I've got another upgrade I can take. Teleport or knock back adjacent enemies is basically my only two options. Knock back is pretty nice because then I can knock them back into the acids. Then we got pusher, shooter, explosive, shooter. It's just a regular bug, I guess, after they take away explosions and that stuff. Shooter, pusher, shooter, shooter. Too many shooters, that's for sure. So I got shooter there, pusher, 3 shooters, and the rest 2 pushers and a bug. So this is my favorite spot to go, but that should get rid of that. So I should be able to kill this guy right off the bat. It's gonna explode this thing though, just because that one stupid guy. Now this guy's not explosive, but will it kill this one? It might. Trying to save the hexes is kind of the biggest challenge. Because really you want these guys to move around a bit, just to get rid of those explosive things. So I do have a teleport now. Just got to be kind of careful. Don't want to get into a corner that I can't get out of. Bug I'm not really worried about. So I have a teleport here, but just trying to find a spot to go. I could teleport here. I think I'm going to take one hit. But my hope is that this guy will kind of move on to that square. And then the rest of these guys can line up to shoot me. Let's give this a whirl. This might be disaster. He didn't move at all. This side, don't understand. There must, like, the priority of where they move, like who gets to move first, must conflict. So he must get the higher priority to move, and because there's no place to move, he stayed there. Which kind of ruined things a bit for me. That is 3 hits, so I didn't also get hit either, so that is quite interesting as well. So that's a 2-hit damage. I was really hoping that this guy was going to move down a bit. If I go here, I'm going to take 1 hit. Really just wanted that guy to move a little bit. Move a little bit, just a little bit. So here I would take 2 hits, which is not ideal. This one is, feels like a little stuck. Alright, let's see what happens. So if I go here, bounces him back. Those 2 guys are going to shoot me and he'll shoot me. That's instant death right there. I have nothing that'll bump back. Adjacent to your destination. This would bump everybody back. Knock that guy off. I get shot twice, looks like. Definitely in trouble. Could move here, which is just going to knock that guy back into the acid. At least that would get rid of his explosion power. Didn't work. Why not? Why didn't that work? Oh, absolute disaster. Oh, absolute disaster. This was supposed to knock back that guy. So there's some things that happen that it goes by too fast. So somebody must have blocked him from moving back, I guess. Oh, absolute disaster. Absolute disaster. This is the only place I can go. At least I can kill somebody in there, but look at this, just... So, this is the best place I think I can go. And I did get healed up. I can kill these 3 guys in one, but I'll get killed entirely. Repairs you when an enemy moves. So, see, I could kill these 2 guys, but then I get shot and destroyed by these 2 laser guys. Don't want to blow up that thing. So I'm assuming these guys have priority. So one thing I was thinking of, if I just killed these 2 guys, this guy would push me down here, and I'd only get shot once. But I think this guy gets priority of shooting. So I think what happens, is my guess, is the stronger an enemy is, the higher priority he gets for movement, is my guess. So this guy will shoot first. This guy will shoot second. Then this guy would push me. So I will die if I do this. If I destroy this guy, then I'll get shot, and then he would push, is my thought. This guy's going to shoot. So there's no other way around it. I'm either going to die. If I blow up this thing, I lose a pretty significant tile, which I don't want to do. I would still die. So this seems to be the only option, and hopefully this guy pushes first, but I think these 2 guys will shoot. I think I will die here. Yeah, exactly. Exactly the way I thought it went. Okay, well, thanks a lot, guys. Take care. Have a good day. Bye-bye.